Peace to the people. Azazel's here on the mic, and I got some important information for y'all. This video is going to be called The Dangers of Detoxification. And this one is needs to be said because I may have made it seem like it's all fun and games and it's all happiness and smiles because I get on here and that's mostly what you're going to see. But there's some things you have to be careful with. Uh, it is dangerous. It can be dangerous if you're doing it wrong, or if you're trying to go too fast and your body's not ready to be thrown in there like that. So, so let's jump right into first of all what detoxification is because I feel like there's a little bit of confusion going on with or the perception of detoxification is has led people to believe that it's all extreme or has to be some type of extreme practice when it's not necessarily extreme. Um, there are different levels to detoxification. If you stop eating meat and you've been eating it your whole life, as soon as you stop eating it, you're gonna go through a detox process. Or if you stop eating whatever starches, you stop eating cooked food, you go from cooked to raw, you're gonna go through a detox process. Your body's gonna go through some changes and they're most likely gonna be uncomfortable. The dangers lie in people trying to go too fast, people trying to hop right into this and their body is not ready for it. So, like I said, there's different levels to it. There, when you do the saltwater flush, or if you want to take this into a what they call more so an extreme type of a deal, then you turn up the process of elimination. So your body starts to open up, and this is when you start to raise your level of detoxification. And some bodies aren't ready to be opened up that quick. Some people have a lot more um, acidity in their body. So when you open up all your channels of elimination, you have so much waste that you have a whole bunch of waste floating around in you, and you didn't take the slow route. You took the jump right in, but your body wasn't ready. So what happens when you do this is you open up those channels and your body pulls all the old toxins, stuff you had lingering in your tissues, and it sends it to the bloodstream. And that's when people start feeling really bad. This is the detoxification that you have to determine for yourself how much you want to go through, um, how long you want to go through it for, because sometimes it takes days to get a certain level of acidity out of your body. So there are certain factors you want to take in consideration when you are detoxing. What type of body you have, uh, how old are you, uh, certain things like how much trauma you have been through. Did you eat soul food a lot when you were growing up? Does your family have a history of soul food, not working out, not exercising? So, because fitness is a big part of my success on how I got the acidity out quickly. I've had a history of fitness throughout my whole life since day one. Been very active. As a kid, always outside playing, and then when I turned 7, 8, 9 years old, I'm playing basketball all the time, and that went all the way up until college, and it got more physical and more physical as I got older, and this saved me. This saved my body because when you work out, your metabolism increases, or it speeds up, and that helps you get a lot of the waste out versus somebody that eats all day and just sits there, and your body, to protect itself, it stashes that acidity in fat cells, stores it in tissues, It pushes it wherever it needs to push it to get out of your bloodstream so you don't poison yourself. So when you try to detox that, you reverse all of that junk. So like I said, fitness, it will really help you, but it can also hurt you if you start to do too much and you're not ready. If you've never been an active person and all of a sudden now you want to be active because you heard about detoxification, you're probably gonna go through hell because you're gonna throw up a lot of your body's gonna throw up a lot of stuff, a lot of old junk. This stuff, I mean, it could be in you from since birth. You probably were made off of this stuff. So think about the food in your refrigerator, or think about milk how it stays out for a day. After you smell it, after you smell some milk after a couple of days of not being in the refrigerator, that stuff is still in you. 20 years of milk. It's amazing that the body can keep us alive through the shit that we've put in our bodies. So yeah, take in consideration your body type, your age. I caught this at a young age. 20 years old, I started detoxing. So I didn't accumulate the same amount of toxins that a 60-year-old person would have accumulated. So that's also an advantage that I have. And my body type, I already had a nice physique and a nice athletic build and a very strong body all my life. I know not most people are fortunate enough to have the same type of body. Just for the simple fact that I'm born on November 18th gives me an advantage. Um, Energetically, I'm allowed to eat uh, different foods and get away with it more so than most people, according to the stars. So these are some of the things that you have to take in consideration. Also, the cleaner you get, the more you're gonna realize that the body works differently, um, depending on your acidity levels or its strength or how it's been strengthened after detoxification. So, for an example, people get scared of fruit sugar when they see how much fruit I eat, or they talk about the oranges being acidic. That's because my body is able to process all of that sugar versus somebody that already has diabetes. I wouldn't recommend that they eat that much sugar because they can't process that much sugar. They already have a problem with processing sugar. So you have work to do you have more work to do to get to a level where you can take in the sugars and eliminate them fast enough, or really take in the sugars that you need and spit out what you don't need. So um, after eliminating this waste, you will realize that certain things that other people will experience, you won't experience. So I have to be really careful with what I say, and try to help people understand what's going on, because it's not one size fits all. There's not one way to detoxify, and there's not one way to nutrition too. There's not one nutrition fits all. Sometimes people are just straight up happier based off what they like to eat, and it works better for them. So I can't just be like, eat oranges and you're gonna love it and it's gonna be all great, because yeah, they are acidic, and I do recommend in the video that you don't start off with eating oranges in my mono fasting. If you haven't checked that video out, check it out. Um, Try watermelon if you think the oranges are too acidic, then try other stuff. This is not one size fits all. Emotional trauma, things that you've been through in the past that have damaged you emotionally. If you had a rough childhood, some of the things that you've been through, some memories might come up. Because it's not just the physical that's changing. You actually suppress your emotions. You store stuff that you don't want to look at with the food. People start binge eating. They're not just they're not just eating just to eat. There is something else going on there. So they're actually storing that pain away, sticking it somewhere in their body, and they're not looking at it no more. So when you detox it out of your body, it comes up and you have to face that because you didn't face it. You just stashed it away and covered it up with the food. So now that you are detoxing, a lot of times you gonna start like thinking like, damn, this is old. That happened a long time ago. You gonna some people might just start crying out of nowhere because of stuff that they is coming back up. The emotional part is more harder. It's harder than the physical part for me. I had a beautiful childhood and I had a beautiful life, really. So I haven't experienced so much pain and trauma, but I have stashed away certain things, and they did come back up when I started to meditate and just open up to what was going on inside of me. Stuff started to come out, and I had to let it go. Or if you don't decide, if you don't want to let go, like, this is another thing. This is where the dangers come in again. If you're not scared to face your past, or if you're not scared to face damage you've done, and you want to hold on to that, then you're gonna bring up some freakish things that you don't want to revisit. So here's another one of those dangers that I'm warning you about. This is for people that want to make progress and open up. I don't recommend detoxing if you don't want to change your life. If you just want to lose a little weight here and there, I don't recommend the more so extreme detoxing that people will label it as extreme. If you don't want this to be a lifestyle change, then just stick to just moving your diet around a little bit, losing a little weight. Don't open your channels of elimination up because you're gonna see it's gonna force you to see things that you don't want to see. So if you're not looking for the truth, if you're not really looking to be a better person, or if you just want to lose a little weight here and there, just change your diet up. Take this out of your diet, eat this, drink some more water, do that. But I'm into really transforming you from the inside out. So like I said before, there's all different types of detoxification, and go slow. Just go slow, fill this out, and see where you can how much you can turn it up, and how much your body is gonna allow you, how much your body and your mind, your emotional body, is gonna allow you to turn it up or turn it down, or when you should turn it up and when you should turn it down. There are even cases of people getting diseases from this because, like I said, their body just stores the toxins away. So when you release certain things out of your body, then some people come down with just stuff because their body protected them before from it. They stashed it away, and now that they're releasing it, it's so much. They've moved so fast that now they have leukemia, or um, now they have some blood poisoning, or whatever the case may be. But there have been cases of people just going straight into a 40-day water fast, and now they have some wicked disease or some wicked problem with their body that they didn't have before because it's just way too fast for their body. Okay, that pretty much sums it up. Hope that helps you gain more insight on what this detoxification thing is, and hopefully you do. Hopefully you are going into this safe. You're being smart and just doing this on your own. Just take in little pieces of information and apply it to you as you are. Don't do what I do. Just listen to what I'm saying and put the pieces together. Connect all the dots and be smart. Like I said, be smart about this. And that's peace and love to all of y'all. Let's work through this, and let's make this heaven on earth. All right, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.